And welcome into this YAC exclusive. We are along with Ron Huber. He is with us from the Dunklin County Republican Committee as the vice chair, and Ron's here to talk about a big event coming up this Saturday for Dunklin County. And Ron, tell us what's going on this weekend.
We got the Dunklin County Truckin for Trump coming up this Saturday. We're going to create a caravan in Malden. We're hoping a whole bunch of people will show up, decorate their vehicles, any kind of vehicles. It don't have to be a truck, cars, tractors. We got one guy that's going to pull a cotton trailer with Trump down the side. He's already sent me pictures. Looks really good. Basically, just want to do something to show our support for our president and his re-election bid.
Okay, it's that time. You know, it's getting real close, just over a month away from the election on November, is it 3rd this year?
November 3rd. It's getting really close. You know, I've been in this seat before, and with me being the candidate, and you know, it's a lot less stress sitting here today than you know. Of course, I want my candidate to win and everything, but it's not near like when it's your own campaign. You know,
right. So play a little bit more loose.
That's right. That's right.
So yeah, this is pretty unique here. Having basically a caravan, basically for everyone to get behind, and you are going to go throughout Dunklin County. Is that right?
That's right. I kind of come up with the idea. You know, I've seen a lot of the videos on Facebook where they did these boat parades. You know, coming through the channels and the lakes and stuff. And I thought, man, that's really cool. You know, all those flags and stuff. And of course, you know, they put the music behind it, make it even, you know, intensify it, you know, and everything. But I thought, well, what can we do around here? You know. Really can't run boats up and down St. Francis River, you know, and be very successful. So I thought, well, you know, all we got's roads. So let's do a Truckin for Trump and decorate our vehicles. Or you know, I've seen several of them already, some of the trucks and stuff. And my office there in Malden, we are the satellite office for the Kennett headquarters for the Dunklin County Republican Committee. And man, it's really been busy. And it seems like closer the election gets. Well, I showed up this morning with some 4x8 signs and some more yard signs and flags, and before I left to come up here today, we already sold all the flags I'd brought up. Almost all the 4x8s have been spoken for. I mean, people coming in, they're just looking for stuff to buy. We had an elderly gentleman in today. He was in his 80s. He's been a veteran or whatever. And, his daughter and his son-in-law brought him in, and they said the only way we could get him out of the house is we told him we'd bring him by the Trump store. And he was like a kid in a candy store. He was looking through everything and picking stuff out and handing it to them. And it's entertaining, and there's a lot of excitement. A lot of people understand how important this election is, and so that's why, you know, I come up with that. And you know, of course, being a commissioner, I like to think that I represent the whole county, and so that's why I thought, well, we'll just drive through each community in Dunklin County and show them all a little bit of love, and created a Facebook event, Truckin for Trump, Dunklin County Truckin for Trump. If you want to get on there and check it out, get on there and see what it's all about. Last I looked, we had 60 some odd vehicles that said they was going to be there, and another 50 so maybes, and then I've talked to a slew of people that plan on be there that's not even been on the site to sign up. So I'm anticipating about at least 100 vehicles.
That's just a start. You know, people's going to be just, you know.
And it's really picked up this week. A lot more of the shares. I put it on the Republican Committee page, and within a day I had, I think it was 120, 130 shares. You know, that stuff, you know, it just multiplies as it goes out. So I really don't know how many people are going to show up. I mean, it may be, you know, we're going to line up at the airport. It was the only place I knew that we have big enough space to line up that many cars,
sure.
You know, and we want to get through each community, not necessarily as quickly as we can, but we want people to show up. We'll release on my Facebook page and on the committee page that morning about what time the parade will be coming through each community, and that, so you get on Facebook, check that out if you want to get out and watch it, even come through. If you don't want to participate, you can participate by watching it when we come through. And we want to go through each community, basically parade speed, a nice steady. But when we get out on the highway, we're going to be hitting, maybe 45 mile an hour. We don't want to impede traffic any more than what we have to, because we want to get on down the road and be out of everybody's way. But I'm anticipating it'll be a big deal.
Sure, and that's pretty neat going to each community in the county, and that's going to be a pretty long commute all those communities in Dunklin County.
Right. Well, just outside of Malden, there's a little. I don't even really know what you'd call it a community. It's maybe a little subdivision like out there that's called Hooterville, or that's what the locals call it, anyways. Hooterville, and down on the south end of the county, just between Hornersville and Zenith, is where Hollywood is located. If you've never been to Hollywood, Missouri, it's in Dunklin County. And so this Truckin' for Trump, we're going from Hooterville to Hollywood. We're going to drive just outside of each one, and so we're going to take our train from here locally all the way to Hollywood.
Wow. So if you've never been to Hollywood, you got a chance to do it.
That's right. So, Saturday will be your day to make it to Hollywood. I'm sure it's not what you'd be expecting, though.
But yeah, it's a really neat concept. Of course, the pandemic's still lingering and having its difficulties and campaigning. You dealt with it during your campaign a few months ago, or back in August or through the summer, and this kind of plays right into that. Getting in your vehicle and showing your support.
That's right. You can watch the parade from your vehicle. You don't have to get out. And you can still social distance that way. Each vehicle in the parade is contained within their own vehicle. It's safe to be, with your family in your own vehicle. So, it's COVID approved.
COVID approved.
That's right.
All right. So, again, we'll go over specifics. Where can people,
if you have any questions, you can contact me on my Facebook page, Ron Huber. Just look me up, look for my ugly mug on Facebook, and you'll see me. Or you can go to the Dunklin County Republican page. We got a post on there. Or you can go to the event page, Dunklin County Truckin' for Trump. That'll shoot me a message back that you got a question. We're going to start lining up at 9 o'clock at the Malden Airport out there, kind of where it was there by I think there's a veterans thing or something right there. We'll have somebody sit there to kind of show you where to go to get in line. And then our plan is to pull out of that location at 10 o'clock and start the parade. I anticipate that it'll be probably 2 to 3 hours to get through each community. And through some of the communities we can't get traffic control, and so like when we go through Malden, we'll have to probably slow down when we're going down J Highway to let the back part of the parade catch up, because I'm anticipating that it'll be a couple miles long. With that many vehicles, it'll be. Yeah. It's going to be impressive. It's going to be huge. And so a lot of excitement. You get on the Facebook page, there's a lot of people really excited about it. I've tried to keep it positive. I know there's a lot of people who are really strong Trump, really anti-Trump, and we've had a few people get on the page and kind of with some negativity, and at first I kind of let it on there and I thought, no, that's not what this is about, and that's not what it's all supposed to be about. If you like a candidate or you dislike the other candidate, whatever the case may be, there's really no need being hateful to one another. And so, I've deleted those comments to keep the fights and the negativity and name calling. This is just a positive event. We're trying to keep it positive. If they want to have a anti-Trump parade, they can have an anti-Trump parade. It's just like on Facebook. If I post something that you don't like, Tyler, just scroll on past it. You don't feel like you have to sit and put a negative comment on it. Just try to be nice to one another. We're all in this thing together, regardless of who wins. Yeah. So,
well, presidential politics can really amp things up, and it's certainly the case this year. And it's pretty much, I think it's kind of continued from the last election, pretty much. But hey, it'll come to a head here before long, and kind of be able to move on, and that's what it's all about. Electing the candidates and then moving on from there. So. But good to see something unique here being done, and we'll see how it all plays out Saturday. And everybody can just start coming out to the airport Saturday morning to
That's
to
right.
line up if they want to do it from the beginning, and then.
That's right. You don't have to pre-register or anything like that. You can just show up between 9, hopefully closer. Don't wait until the last minute, because I would like to be pulling out at 10 to stay on time, because some people, that want to get to work or get back home after it or whatever, they're excited about it, but they ain't gonna sit around and wait. And you don't have to be from Dunklin County to participate. If you want to drive from out of state, out of county, whatever, and be part of it, you're more than welcome. We'd love to have you be part of it. 9 o'clock, between 9 and 10, show up. We'll get you a spot in line, and we'll just take off, and we'll start honking and waving, showing our support.
All right, that'll be fun to see how it all plays out. Looks like the weather's going to cooperate, so that'll be nice.
So far,
we'll
this is
see.
The southeast Missouri, though.
I know, yeah. So it rained enough the other day. We ought to be good for a while.
Yeah.
Overnight, boy, it did rain a ton, but we'll see how it all plays out. But we'll see what happens. Presidential election, November 3rd. A lot of amped up emotions about it, and it's almost here, and we'll see how it all plays out. But good to see positive things taking place in politics here locally, and we'll see how it plays out. But Rob, appreciate you coming up and spending some time with us, letting the people know about there how to get involved, and good luck with everything going Saturday around Dunklin County. It'll be fun to see.
I appreciate it. Just remind everybody also that if you need yard signs or flags or anything like that, we do have them at my office in Malden behind the post office. And then Kennett has a headquarters that has more stuff. That's where I get my stuff from, is that headquarters. And I think there's a place here in Dexter also, isn't there? Doesn't the Republican Party have a place here in Dexter?
I think they've got, it's off of Business 60, and I don't know my streets real well, but it's off of Business 60, right along the,
kind of across from Hickory Log and stuff, isn't it? I think back in there.
Yeah, it's on the south side of Business 60. I think it is west of 1 Mile Road.
Okay.
So west of 1 Mile Road on the south side of Business 60. I won't name a street. 'Cause I'm
Look
sure
for
I'll
the
be
signs.
wrong. Yeah, there you go. So there you go. But yeah, all right. Appreciate it again, Ron, and we'll see what happens. And good luck everything Saturday.
All right. Hey, look at that billboard.
Yeah, he's on it.
Normally you have to pay a premium for a billboard that size.
He's on the truck train. So are you leading this deal? You gonna be out in
Yes,
front?
sir.
All
Yeah,
right.
well, we're going to have a county deputy or something as kind of a guide for us. I'm hoping that we don't have any problems, but just have him there in front of us just to keep from having any problems.
Sure. All right. We'll see. But yeah, that's neat. All right. All right. Thanks again, Ron, and we'll see you down the road.
All right. Thanks, Tyler.
All right.